Good morning, students. Continuing from our discussion on the chapter Ratio and Proportion, this is the 7th video on this chapter. So today we are going to learn what is unitary method. So unitary method and its problem related to its what are the problems based on this unitary method, what are the problems that we are going to discuss. Okay, so first see what do you mean by unitary method. As the name suggests, unit means what? Unit means one. So always wherever the word unit is given, that means it relates to one quantity. So unitary method means finding a quantity. How much quantity? A single quantity. So finding the value of one quantity is called unitary method. Okay, so after discussing some of the word problems, we can better understand what is unitary method. Let's see one question. The cost of 3 books is rupees 90. So the cost of 3 books is already given, that is rupees 90. What will be the cost of 5 such books? Okay, so how to find based on the unitary method? So unitary method means finding the value of one quantity. So let's find the one quantity. So write it is a word problem. So write in statements, cost of 3 books equal to rupees 90. Okay, then below write cost of one book equal to 90 divided by 3. Okay, so always finding each quantity means we have to divide it. So here to 3 books given 90, so one book means 90 divided by 3. So what is the answer here? 3 3s are 9 and 0, so rupees 30 rupees is the price of one book. Okay, now in the question what is given? Find out the cost of 5 such books. Okay, then so what is the method? Cost, therefore cost of 5 books equal to, so one book cost rupees 30, so 5 book cost, just multiply it, 30 into 5, so what is the answer? Rupees 150. So the cost of 5 books is 150. Likewise we can find out the problems based on the unitary method. Okay, now let's see another question. The question is given 12 bags of wheat weigh 90 kg. So here already given the weight of the 12 bags. So you have to find out the one bag. Then you can find how much will 20 bags weigh. So if you know the value of the one bag quantity or weight of the one bag, then easily you can find out the weight of the 20 bags. Okay, start. So write in statement, weight of 12 bags equal to 90 kg. Okay, weight of 12 bags equal to 90 kg. Then below you write weight of one bag equal to 90 divided by 12 kg. How much you have to find out? The question is asking find out the value of 20 bags, find out the weight of the 20 bags. Therefore weight of 20 bags equal to 90 upon 12 into how much? 20. Now simplify it using the method of SCF and divide it. Okay, so start with 2. So start with 4. 4 3s are 12 and 4 5s are 20. To 12 and 20. What is the SCF? That is 4. So I am dividing 4 with 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 4 3s are 12 and 4 5s are 20. Okay. Now 90 and 3. It is divisible. 90 is divisible by 3. So 3 3s are 9. Here 30. So what the solution we are getting here? 30 into 5. 30 into 5. So 30 into 5 how much? That is 150. What is 150? That is it. Unit is kg. So 150 kg is the weight of how much? 20 bags. Okay, so likewise we can easily simplify using the unitary method. Okay, this is the chapter, in this chapter, ratio and proportion. Now coming to the next question from the exercise 9D. So we are going to solve exercise 9D and the question number is 4. So question number 4 is a word problem. What it says that 5 equal bags of flour weigh 35 kg. How many bags are required for 56 kg of flour? So what are the quantities given here? Here bags is given, one quantity is bags and another quantity is weight. Okay, whenever the bags are given, the weight is given 35 kg, and whenever the weight is given 56 kg and the bags is not given here, means it is asking the bag quantity here. So you can solve by both the methods of unitary method and alternative by the ratio method. Okay, but we are going to solve it by unitary method. So let's start by solving it by unitary method. So how to write the statement in unitary method? So here what it is asking here? It is asking the number of bags. How many bags? So it is asking the number of bags. So we'll start from the reverse order. That means 35 kg of flour equal to how many bags? 5 bags. Okay, so 35 of kg of flour is accommodated in the 5 bags. So 1 kg of flour equal to 5 upon 35 bag. Okay, then how many kg it is given here? 56 kg. It is asking 56 kg of bags are required for how many bags? So right here 56 kg of flour equal to 5 upon 35 into 56. Okay, just multiply here or divide it here. 5 7 ja 35 and 7 8 ja 56. So what you got here? 8. What is 8? That is number of bags. Therefore 56 kg of flour can be adjusted or accommodated in 8 bags, or otherwise you can write 8 bags of flour are required for 56 kg of flour. Okay. Now coming to the next question from the same exercise, question number 5. 12 rubber balls cost 15 rupees. How many can I buy for rupees 20? So what is asking here? In the first sentence 12 rubber balls and cost is given. In the second sentence here cost is given but balls, how many balls are asking. So whatever the quantity is asking, make it to the right hand side. So how to write in the reverse order? Cost, so number of balls, you can write number of balls in rupees 15 equal to 12. Okay, so in the reverse order I am writing number of balls in rupees 15, how much? 12 balls. So number of balls in unitary method in rupees 1, how much? 12 by 15 balls. Okay, so in 1 rupees you will get 12 upon 15 balls. So what the question is asking? So in rupees 20, how many number of balls you will get? So number of balls in rupees 20 equal to, just multiply 20, 12 upon 15 into 20. So 5 3 is 15, 5 4 is 20 here, again 3 4 is 12. So 4 into 4 is how much? That is 16. Okay, again I am dividing. 5 3 is 15, 5 4 is 20 and 3 with 12, 3 4 is 12. So what the answer is coming? 16. And what is 16? That is the number of balls. So therefore number of balls, so 16 number of balls I can buy in rupees 20. Okay, I hope you understand both the questions today.